This is one of my favorite memories of the trip to Brazil in 2008. We got to go hang gliding off Ipanema Beach. This is a very, very high mountain. The conditions were, you can see how high we are. It was raining at the time. You can see the water on the camera lens. And the wind was about, they said it was about 40 miles an hour, but I think it was more. And some serious wind during this ride. And later on in this ride, we did get to fly out over the ocean a little bit, near where there were some large boats. It was pretty exciting. I think there's a point in here where off on the outside you can see Christ on a mountain, Popavoro. But that city in the background is Rio de Janeiro. Now you can start to see the ocean coming up here. At this height, you can't even identify if it's a car or a truck or what. Now you can start to see Ipanema Beach off to the right. Some of the real high-rise luxury apartments that $1 million apartments there. Now we're going to go out over the ocean a little bit. It gets a little rough when you go out over the ocean. Now for anybody that's never done any hang gliding, it's really eerie, because the only sound you hear, it's not like in an airplane, and as I can tell anybody who's never even been in a small plane makes a rumbling noise, and just like a motorcycle does. But the only sound you hear hang gliding is the wind. And you can pretty well see how you're strapped in. Your leg has a restraint on it, so you don't have to hold your leg back. You're basically just strapped in, and the only thing that changes the attitude and the turn is the bar that's in front of the pilot. Pushing on it forward makes it go up. Pushing on it left, right makes it go side to side. And it does it all by CG shift. You can see some of the luxury apartments here as we're flying out. Now, it's a funny thing. The people that are on the beach, they love to watch the people land, because half of the people that land, it's comical. And I'm not sure we'll get to that part, because what happens on these videos, you can only load up about 9 minutes and 45 seconds of video. But it is exciting. But at this height here, you can't even see cars. You can see a car moving, but, oh yeah. Here we're going to go back out over the ocean a little bit. There are a couple of big boats out there, if I remember right. You may see some of the other people hang gliding. There's one right in the back right now. Again, it was a cloudy, rainy day. And there's the mountain. We just passed the part of the mountain where we jumped from. It was actually in the clouds. And again, I went on this journey to Brazil thanks to Thomas Case, who was our host for 2 weeks, and wouldn't want to play this video without thanking him again for being a wonderful host and taking us on this adventure. Now, as we're coming down here little by little, you can start to see, at this height, you can identify which are cars and which are trucks. Some of the people on the nude beach wave up to you. Of course, at this height, you can't tell if they're men or women, but... That's Cocovoro, I think, is right in the back there. I'm not sure you can see it. Now take a little ride out over the ocean again. I'm not sure the speed that these fly at, but I'm gonna guess it's about 50 to 60 miles an hour. And they can make some pretty abrupt, sharp turns if they want to. Now, we were told the one thing you really don't want to do is fly too far out over the ocean. 2 weeks before we did this, somebody was killed. They went out too far over the ocean and never made it back to land. So, now you can start to see the apartments coming up here. And at this point, you can identify which is a car, which is a bus. Got a nice little updraft there. There's the mountain we jumped from. There's some more people coming off the mountain right now. At this height, you can see the cars. We're going to try to make a smooth landing here, but at the very last minute, you can see the speed coming up. Oh, look at that! Amazing! The amazing Rollo. Anyway, once again, thank you, Thomas Case. That was the adventure of a lifetime. And one of the highlights of our trip to Brazil in 2008.